Hello, welcome. In this video, I'm going to prove that the Dirichlet distribution is normalized. That is, its area is equal to 1. The distribution, the multinomial distribution Pm of mu1, comma up to mu m is equal to a normalizing factor Cm multiplied by the product of, that is q, and that is mu k power alpha k. The multinomial distribution is given by a normalizing factor Cm multiplied by the product of this mu k power alpha k minus 1, where mu k is a random variable and whose sum, that is k equal to 1 to m mu k, is 1. So the sum of all these variables is always going to be 1. And the normalizing factor Cm is given by the ratio, the numerator is gamma of the sum of all the alphas divided by the product of gamma of alpha case. So this is the normalizing constant. So our goal is to prove that this distribution has an area equal to 1. We are going to use mathematical induction to prove this theorem. So from a previous video, we know that when m equal to 2, this multinomial distribution basically becomes the beta distribution, and it is given by probability of mu. Because there are only two mu's, we can actually rewrite it as a function of single mu. So we have probability of mu or beta distribution of mu equal to C2 multiplied by mu power alpha minus 1 minus mu power b alpha 2 minus 1, alpha 1 minus 1, alpha 2 minus 1. So this is the beta distribution, and we know that this beta distribution is normalized, that is its area is equal to 1, and the normalizing constant is equal to the gamma of alpha 1 plus alpha 2 divided by the product of gamma alpha 1, gamma alpha 2. So now, by assuming that the distribution, the multinomial distribution is valid, that is a valid distribution, that is at m equal to m minus 1, then we have that the multinomial distribution m minus 1 of the variables mu1 up to mu m minus 1 is equal to Cm minus 1, the product k equal to 1 to m minus 1 mu k alpha k minus 1, and this is a normalized distribution, that is its area is equal to 1. And now by using this idea, we have to prove that when the distribution at m equal to m minus 1 is normalized, we have to prove that it is also normalized at m equal to m, that is this distribution is normalized. Now the original distribution, that is Pm of mu1 up to mu m, can be rewritten as Pm of mu1 up to mu m minus 1, and the mu m can be replaced by the sum, by the difference between 1 and the summation j equal to 1 to m minus 1 mu j. Since the sum of all the mu's should be equal to 1, we can replace mu m by this difference, and hence rewrite the distribution only in mu m minus 1 terms, or m minus 1 random variable, and this can be written as Cm, that is the normalizing constant, multiplied by the product k equal to 1 to m minus 1 mu k alpha k minus 1 multiplied by mu m power alpha m minus 1. So by using this definition, we can rewrite this distribution as Cm product k equal to 1 to m minus 1 mu k power alpha k minus 1 and 1 minus summation j equal to 1 to m minus 1 mu j power alpha m minus. So that is the revised definition of the multinomial distribution. Now a marginal distribution of this from this multinomial distribution can be defined as P of mu1 up to m minus 2. That is, a marginal distribution consisting of m minus 2 random variables is nothing but integral of the original distribution P of mu1 up to mu m minus 1 with integrating m minus 1 out. by integrating m minus 1 out, we can find the marginal distribution for the m minus 2 random variables. So now by using the latest definition of this distribution, we can rewrite the integral as Cm integral the product k equal to 1 to m minus 1 mu k power alpha k minus, and we have 1 minus summation j equal to 1 m minus 1 mu j power alpha m minus 1 d mu m minus 1, and the limits are from 0 to 1 minus summation j equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu. So rewriting this integral, we have integral 0 to 1 minus summation j equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu j, the product k equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu k power alpha k minus 1, and we have another mu m minus 1 power alpha m minus 1 minus 1, and this is 1 minus summation j equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu j minus alpha m minus 1 power alpha m minus d mu m minus 1. So this is the marginal distribution with m minus 2 random variables. Now we can take the independent variables outside the integral, that is k equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu k power alpha k minus, and the terms inside the integral are 0 to the limit summation j equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu j mu m minus 1 power alpha m minus 1 minus 1 1 minus summation j equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu j minus mu m minus 1 power alpha m minus 1 d mu m minus 1. Now by using change of variables with the definition mu m minus 1 is equal to t times this value, so that we can make the limits of the integral with 0 to 1. We can rearrange the limits to 0 to 1. So we use the definition mu m minus 1 is equal to t times 1 minus j equal to 1 to m minus 1 m minus 2 mu j. Then the limits become, for mu m minus 1 equal to 0, the limit of t is 0, and for mu m minus 1 is equal to 1 minus this summation, the limit of t is equal to 1. So we have Cm, the product k equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu k power alpha k minus 1, and then we have this summation. Basically we replace or we insert this value in the mu m minus 1 wherever mu m minus 1 is present. So we have 1 minus summation j equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu j power alpha m minus 1 minus 1. One more, this difference term repeats here and also here. So we have plus alpha m minus 1, and then we have one more term here. So it becomes plus 1. And finally, the rest of the integral is 0 to 1 t power alpha m minus 1 minus 1, and then this becomes 1 minus t, that is 1 minus t power alpha m minus 1, and this becomes dt. So if you examine this integral, it is nothing but the variable part of the beta distribution, where t is the random variable. So this integral must be the inverse of the normalizing constant of the beta distribution. So now rewriting the integral, we get, basically rewriting the entire product, we get Cm times the product k equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu k power alpha k minus, and then we have 1 summation j equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu j power alpha m minus 1 plus alpha m minus 1, and the inverse of the beta distribution is basically equal to integral, the gamma function of alpha m minus 1 gamma of alpha m divided by the sum of alpha m minus 1 plus alpha m, gamma of the sum. So this is the final form of the marginal distribution. And if you examine the product of this m minus 2 terms and this term, we can clearly see that it actually is the variable part of multinomial distribution with m minus 1 random variables, where the random variables are mu1 to mu m minus 2 and 1 minus j equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu j. So this is a new distribution with and the alphas are basically from alpha 1 to alpha m minus 2, alpha m minus 1 and alpha m. So these are the exponents. Hence, and we already assumed that the distribution Pm minus 1 of variables mu1 to mu m minus 1 is a normalized distribution. In this case, the new variables or new random variables are Pm of mu1 up to mu m minus 2, and the final variable is 1 minus summation j equal to 1 to m minus 2 mu j. So this basically satisfies the requirement that the summation of all the random variables is equal to 1, and we can also calculate its normalizing constant by using the alpha case. That is, its normalizing component will be equal to Cm minus 1 sum of j equal to 1 to m minus 2 alpha k plus alpha m minus 1 plus alpha m divided by product of k equal to 1 to m minus 2 alpha k multiplied by alpha m minus 1 plus alpha m. So this is the normalizing constant for this distribution. Hence the area under the multinomial distribution with m equal to m is equal to area under this distribution, which is going to be equal to Cm multiplied by 1 by Cm minus 1 multiplied by this alpha m minus 1 alpha m minus 1 plus alpha m. Now rewriting these terms, actually inserting the values of these terms, we get, let us call this C dash m. So we have summation gamma of summation k equal to 1 to m alpha k divided by the product of k equal to 1 to m gamma of alpha k multiplied by the product k equal to 1 to m minus 2 gamma of alpha k multiplied by gamma of alpha m minus 1 plus alpha m divided by gamma of summation k equal to 1 to m. Basically this is the summation from k equal to 1 to m or j equal to 1 to m. So this is gamma of the total summation multiplied by this term, that is alpha m minus 1 gamma of alpha m divided by gamma of alpha m minus 1 plus alpha m. So we can clearly see that all the gamma functions will basically cancel each other out, and we have area under the multinomial distribution or the Dirichlet distribution with m random variables is equal to 1. Thanks for watching.